So Doyle, this has been an incredibly, how shall we say, lively campaign. A lot of vitriol, a lot of anger, a lot of really harsh language. What's different about this year?
Well, I think what we're seeing is really the peak of a lot of long-term trends we've been seeing. We've known for a long time that American voters are frustrated with the way the political system doesn't work. What we're seeing this year, in a way we haven't really seen before in a sustained way, is that they're not just frustrated, they're angry. And that's coinciding with trends that we have seen for a long time about partisan polarization. Democrats are moving to the left. Republicans have moved a good step to the right. They're getting farther and farther apart. There was even a wonderful poll number a year or so ago showing that more parents in America would object to their children marrying someone from the other political party than marrying someone from a different religious group.
Yeah, I remember.
That's a change. So the two ends of the American political spectrum aren't really talking to each other anymore. They're shouting at each other, and that's reflected, I think, in the campaign.
But the difference seems to be between disagreement and anger.
Yeah, exactly.
And that allows a different kind of candidate to step in.
That's right. And I think there's also a factor here that comes from cable television, and particularly partisan cable television, that people are now living in information bubbles that reinforce not mostly the positive messages that they would hear about their own side. The mother's milk of a lot of that programming is negative messages about how terrible the other side is. So I think that goes on. There's also one thing that should be said, and that is this isn't evenly divided between the two parties. Republicans are angrier than Democrats are. That's partly because Republicans have had to go through 7 years of seeing the White House in another party, in the hands of the other party. But there's one really interesting part. Republicans are angry at their own party. And so a lot of the vitriol in this Republican primary race, there's a big contrast between the two races, is Republicans mad at each other for what's happened to their own party. And if you tune in the Democratic debates, remember how civil Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders managed to be to each other even over things they were disagreeing about? So Democrats are putting a higher value on comity, and Republicans are putting a higher value on vitriol.